What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin here with another Halloween month review. Today I'm reviewing Swamp Thing Roots of Terror Deluxe Edition. And before I start the video, like, comment, please. And I don't care if the comment is negative as long as you're smart about it and it's it's obvious that you actually watched the whole video or paid attention. So yeah, because if you post a comment where it's obvious that you didn't watch the whole video and you're asking dumb questions or whatever, I'm not going to respond because it's like wasted. If you didn't have time to, watch, if you didn't put effort or time into actually paying attention to the video, then why should I put effort and time into writing a response to a comment where the answer to your question was in the video? I'm just saying. It's dumb comments like that makes me want to quit YouTube. Which I should, but it's like, we're gonna keep trucking on because I do enjoy this, especially during Halloween month, which is my favorite theme month of the year. All right. And I'm sorry, just I was watching like Eric Landon's like rant video where someone got angry at his review for Final Fantasy 16, and he's like, dude, I didn't even review Final Fantasy 16. I just said I didn't like it because of this. It's because of it's the Zoomers, man. It's just dumb, immature, impatient people who just focus on the one negative thing you have about something and they ignore everything else. It's just so dumb, man. It's like, literally, I got a negative comment that was hidden by YouTube because clearly the AI also thought this guy was a dumbass and didn't watch more than 8 seconds of the video where I explained, hey, this Blu-ray, yeah, it says season 1 part 1, but I watched the whole show. I just didn't have, I just watched half of it online. The Blu-ray disc is just there as a visual cue to show what I'm reviewing. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, so it's like, and like, yeah, really, yeah, it's just so dumb when people are like, you're wrong about everything, but then they don't go into detail about what you're wrong about, which is like, yeah, it just shows that you have nothing. Yeah, you either you're not paying attention or you weren't, like, or what you have a problem with is my opinions on certain things. And there's certain opinions you can have that, that are not debatable. Like, if I say, like this art, for example, right? Not that this art's good, but like, let's say, the heart-shaped box issue in this book, which is, where's the heart-shaped box issue? Oh my god, it's like, yeah, this is the heart-shaped box issue, right? If I said, like, yeah, this art, I don't like it, it looks bad to me, there's nothing to argue about that, okay? You're not gonna convince me that just because you like the art here, there is no way you're gonna convince me that this art does not look bad, right? Because it looks bad to me. It could look good to you, but it's bad to me. So there's no debating that, okay? But yeah, I'm just saying, it's just like so dumb. But yeah, so let's back to our actual video, which is Swamp Thing Roots of Terror Deluxe Edition, which came out 2017. It's an anthology horror book, which pays, I guess, is supposed to pay tribute to the original creators of Swamp Thing, which both died in 2017, apparently. Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson, which I never read the original run of Swamp Thing. I don't need to review the original run of Swamp Thing to review any book by any Swamp Thing book. I mean, I will at some point, maybe, if I feel like it, but yeah, we're just reviewing this, okay? So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just fired up. But yeah, so the book starts off with a story I already read that was featured in DC Nightmares, which is The Talk of Saints, written by Tom King with art by Jason Fabok. I already reviewed this in DC Nightmares, but basically it's about the Swamp Thing is stuck in a never-ending snowstorm with this little kid, and they're looking for the snow monster who is generating the snowstorm, right? Only for it to be revealed at the end who the snow monster really is, which it becomes pretty obvious because there is visual cues. Like there's a scene where he's about to cut the kid's foot off because it has frostbite, and later on you see the kid still has both his feet, which yeah, you see he's walking there with both his he's walking there. So yeah, there's obviously yeah, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, like Swamp Thing kills a kid. So yeah, who might have been a monster, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just saying. And then there's like dumb talk in the beginning where like there's like you're listening to a broadcast of like sports coverage of a quarterback who screwed up the second half of the game, and is blaming it on a monster, which is like, what fucking monster? I don't know. So this is Hollow by Brian Azarello with art by Greg Capullo. The art was very good in this story. The dialogue though was really bad. But you know, the artwork was good, and it's a cool Halloween story about like oh my god. Monsters personating kids. Oh my god. So now we have the next story, which is Heart-Shaped Box, written by Mark Russell and illustrated by Frazier Irving. I'm sorry that I don't like your art, Frazier Irving, but you know, it is what it is. So this is about like Swamp Thing asks his friend to buy him a Valentine so he can give it to this hippie botanist, only for the hippie botanist to get killed. And he gets attacked by mercenaries, and he imprisons them in a labyrinth. And that's the end of that story. The next story, The Spread by Tim Seeley, with art by Kyle Holtz, was pretty good. It's basically, and this reminded me of like Knights of Sidonia, where this scientist is trying to genetically engineer human cells to be more like plants, so humans could like just don't have to eat anymore and can just use photosynthesis just like they do in Knights of Sidonia, which is a mecha anime that looks pretty bad because it's CGI. But it turns out like the process is killing her, and it's actually and actually could create a virus. So Swamp Thing has no choice but to kill the girl, or she would kill the rest of us. So the next story, the last one, because despite the fact that there's half of the book left, the rest is like bonus material. And apparently, and it's a good thing I read this editor's note, because I would have been confused as hell. So apparently, this is a story called Spring Awakening by Len Wein and art by Kelly Jones, where it's an unfinished comic book by Len Wein, who died before he could write the script for it. So there is no dialogue in this book. They decide to just release it unfinished, right? And the story, from what I can gather, because there's no dialogue, is that Solomon Grundy kidnapped a baby, and I assume Gotham. And for some reason, Swamp Thing is involved, and he's after Solomon Grundy. And you have, like, you know, I think that's Harvey Bullock. There's a guy later on who looks like Jim Gordon. And at the end of the book, you know, Batman shows up. which made me think how the hell would Batman have solved the two of the earlier stories, because both stories had like Swamp Thing killed two people. Well, at least he might have cured. I think he cured the girl, but he did kill the kid. So it's like, what the fuck? Oh, and the redheaded girl, he took out her eye, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So I don't know. So the stupid thing fell over. So this is like 18 US, 24 Canadian. Oh, there is a story. Apparently the Sleep Awakening is like a sequel to a previous Swamp Thing story, The Dead Don't Sleep. I'm gonna try to review that maybe next year if I can get a copy. But yeah. So obviously I'm gonna fix this, but obviously I did not like the book because half the book is bonus material, right? The art, I think the book for what it is not bad. But, and this is kind of my fault, because I've read, that's the problem when you read graphic novels, is sometimes you're going to see and read shit you already read that was published in other stuff. So maybe me already reading, like, Talk of Saints would made me, like, not like the book as much. But it's like, dude, like, there's only like four stories here. One of them didn't have dialogue, and only two of them had good art, and only two of them were good. Talk of Saints had good art, but I didn't like it, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. It's the thing where if I had paid full price for this, I would not have liked this book. But I didn't pay full price for this. I got it at the dollar store for like $5. But it's the thing where I did not like it at all. I didn't like it at all. But there is good art. But I don't recommend this book. The only, like, I like the Halloween story. And the Team Seeley, even though I don't really like Tim Seeley's work at all, was good, I thought. But other than that, it's just not worth getting, honestly. It's 5 out of 10 at best. Though there is some good art. If you can get this for cheap, I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this review, guys. 5 out of 10. My next Halloween month review will be on Monday. We're going to review an omnibus. So hopefully I'll have it done, but I'll finish it by then. But if not, I'll review something else. Maybe I'll review Volume 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, guys. Peace. Also, I did watch a horror movie, Sweet Home, which came out in 1989, which is based off we're going to have a bonus horror movie review. But yeah, I watched Sweet Home, which is a Japanese horror movie based off a Super Famicom game, which came out the same year. And that movie was basically the spiritual predecessor to Resident Evil. They're both Capcom games. And I watched the movie, and I didn't, like, it's, a lot of people way overhyped the movie. And it doesn't help that the movie, both versions of the movie I watched, which one's on YouTube, both start off with a trailer where they spoil, like, the kills in the movie, and there's only one kill in the movie that looks good, where a guy gets, like, basically, cut in half by basically, like, a disintegration ray that looks like, that's like sunlight or whatever, I don't know. It's hard to tell what the fuck is going on. But yeah, the movie is about basically TV, like, documentary crew is doing a special on this mansion where a dead artist left his last work there, and they're doing a documentary about it, only for it turned out to be the house is haunted and there are ghosts in the mansion that wants to kill them. Right. And there's this old man character who shows up to try to save them at the end, who for some reason is a Japanese man but has makeup to make him look like an old white man for some reason. I don't know what the deal is that what that is all about. But yeah, the problem with the movie is because I think I was because it's I was expecting because the game from what I heard is like a horror RPG where there's lots of monsters and creatures. There's only like shadows and then one monster at the end, which the monster effect looked good, but the shadow play in the movie was pretty weak. And like there's hardly any kills in the movie. There's like two, and the second one's not as good. Well, there's technically three kills, but like the last kill was very similar to the first kill, which we were spoiled by the way through the trailer. So it's like what the fuck. But yeah, overall though, I think movies like if you're a fan of splatter Japanese 80s and 90s films, Evil Dead Trap is better. A Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder from Hell is better, but the movie is not bad. I would say it's a 6 out of 10, but yeah, a little overhyped. Okay, that's it for this review, guys. Peace.